Hello and welcome to the Scott Sportscast Fantasy Football League Week 7 matchup. We made it to Week 7, fellas. I can't believe it. We made it.
Yes, sir.
But at the same time, I want to bring in my co-host here. We have Trudacy Thompson, Jesse Sapawaga, and George Scott. How are all you doing?
Doing good. Well, doing bad. We'll get to that later.
So, yeah, we won't touch on that just at the moment, but how's everybody else?
Doing good.
Awesome.
Day off from work. Let's go.
Sir.
Yo, what is going on, Scott's Sportscast Nation? We're here. We're breaking down our recap of Week 6 and getting into Week 7 matchups. So with that being said, let's go ahead, break it down Week 6, talk about what happened here in the standings and match by match. So what do we got first here, Alex?
I'm with True. We don't have to talk about it.
Real talk.
So
let's talk about it.
Pretty rough matchup for me this week. Damn. None of my guys decided to go off this week. I think I had maybe 2 people over 10 points. So kind of hard to win games that way. On the other hand, it was more of the fact that Kyler Murray is probably the best quarterback in the NFL this year. Yeah, I said it. Give me that guy over Mahomes right now. I love that kid.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. He's putting in work.
Yo, dumbass, ass.
Really think he's better than Mahomes? What's wrong with you guys?
I'm just I'm saying though, because he's doing it. You know what I mean? He's in the scramble yards.
Yeah, dude, he can air it. He can air it out.
Yeah.
Well, he's currently ranked as a number 3 quarterback, so he's doing something right to be in the top 3.
And all he needed was one real weapon in DeAndre Hopkins, and that just made that offense open up. So
Larry Fitzgerald's going to pretend like you didn't just say that.
Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald is also in his 17th year, so it's
playing like he's in his first.
Yeah, watch when it comes to playoff time. It's going to be like 2010 Larry Fitzgerald.
Exactly.
I hope so. Arizona needs something to cheer about.
You're going to have the duster.
But it looks like the biggest thing was Steelers defense, Kyler Murray, and who was the other one?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson went off for 30. Vikings get beat up again, but yet they still put up 30 points on their receivers. Man, I'm like, come on. Not this week.
Yeah, just looked like a couple big time matchups
Home
here
run.
that went towards Bang Bang Niner gang.
Yeah, it was more the Bang Bang Niner gang got a couple grand slams, and I only got some base hits. So let's move on to our next matchup. We have the Yalgamane taking on Big Scott McLimbody, who did better this week. I like that a lot better than like 40 points.
Yeah, definitely was. It all came down to Monday night. We had a lot of Monday night players. Rodgers with the whopping 1.4.
Down, baby. Woo!
That's crazy.
So when Rodgers put up 1.4, when he put up 1.4, I was like, well, I lost this week. But then Cardinals defense came through, put up a solid 28. Derrick Henry playing like the first round pick. I drafted him finally with this plus point.
Definitely. 95-yard breakaway. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and then Kittle Kittle with the solid 19 really was the difference maker here in this matchup.
You can
So
kiss my ass.
I'm glad to
Yep.
get back to 3-3, back to 500,
yeah.
back in the hunt. So
Oh yeah. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, just was able to do enough there with that very low Rogers score.
yeah, barely,
But
but
still,
still the highest scoring team this week, even with Rogers 1.5. So that feels
that's
good.
what I was about to say. Was it's like, yeah, and you still outscored everybody else.
Barely
Wow.
by like 0.2, but I got it.
And we called it last week too. We were like, yeah, so this is gonna be one of the weirdest, craziest, probably lowest scoring weeks in fantasy football history, and I think we were right. So our next matchup, we had Mariota had a little lamb taken out. 831 Mohammedan. So let's let 831 himself go through this one. What happened?
Yeah, this one was when I seen the matchup, I was like, this one kind of felt like this could have been anybody's game. Sadly, fucking Juju Smith only gave me 1 point,
Ooh.
and that hurt me pretty bad. I felt like if I had probably put in Julio Jones, who balled out for 27 points, that would have gave me the edge right there.
Oh yeah. I mean, great matchup though. It really came down to a couple big plays right here. It came down to the Cowboys game. So always comes down to Monday night, except for when it's Tuesday night.
Sometimes Tuesday night.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
We got
Thursday,
games on
Friday,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
all the time. All
Yeah,
right, so
it looks like Travis Kelce really sealed the deal there too with that matchup. So tight end came up clutch.
surprisingly, the Niners went off, but I think they just got a little healthier. You know, that was the biggest difference.
Division
they had
game.
some returning players come back, so
Division games are always tough. Anything can happen when you got people going against each other twice a year, one at home, one away. So
And
it'll be
D.D. Samuel
interesting to
had
see
a game. D.D. Samuel was taking over that game.
Yeah, Debo.
Debo, yeah. So here we go. Our final matchup.
Yeah, you would save for last. You did that on purpose. Go ahead and take your joy in it.
Yep. You know, I also just go from left to right, but
I know. I'm just playing.
but you know, hey, let's get it over with. Let's just rip it off. Rip it off.
Rip it off. That's it.
Rip
All
off
good
that
things-
O.
All good things must come to an end at some point.
That's it.
It was, I mean, last week was almost it. You
Yeah.
were able to win that game that you should have
what?
lost, and
0.85 or
like a great team does. You know, you find a way to win those games you should lose. And this week you just came out there and looked like Andy Dalton was your quarterback.
Yeah, no, man. Everything was on my Rams. You know, I had to put in my alternates. Everybody was injured. I counted my Rams, and they let me down. That's all there is to it, you know?
Ooh.
That's all there is to
see
it.
that coming.
Quite a few players under 2 points for True, and
Most
when that
definitely.
happens, not going to win a lot. Even though you kind of had, neither team broke 100, and that's kind of the benchmark. You want to score at least over 100 points. So if neither team puts up 100, it's really anybody's game.
Yeah.
But it's just, team kind of came out like Aaron Rodgers this week, just flat.
Yep.
So it happens to the best of us.
Especially it's tough, you know, because I thought we should have won that. At least, well, I'm not going to say we should have won that because we lost, but, you know, when they're dissipated and stuff and they don't even have Nick Bosa or their top defensive players and they're holding you one of the top offenses, it's just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, you lost to the underdog.
You know, exactly.
And it looked good for the Rams. It looked like a great matchup for the Rams. I don't know what happened to their offense this week.
Yeah,
but
me neither, man. It's
all even the NFC East teams have one win.
Yep.
So.
yeah. anybody would kill to switch places with anybody in that division right now because they'd be in lead by a mile.
Yeah.
But speaking of leaders of the division, my Bears stole first because of that Packers loss. Very nice.
So what about our league? Let's take a look at these standings and see who's on top of the leaderboard.
But my point on that was that, everyone's allowed to have a bad week every once in a while. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Who's gonna make it a trend is the thing.
Yeah.
So our first matchup.
Well,
what's
our leaderboard looking like? Let's take a look at the league.
Be back 1 second, y'all.
So we got a new number 1 this week with What in the Hell moving to first place, taking out Bravehearts, who's in second. 831 Myrmidons in third here, tied with Mariota Had a Little Lamb and the Yaga Man at 3 and 3. So Yaga Man coming in fifth here, moving up 1, and then Bang Bang Niner Gang, the host at Bose, and Big Mick Scott Lombardi coming in at 1 and 5.
I dropped 2 spots. That ain't good.
Yeah.
Jacob holding down that number 3 spot for a minute.
Yeah, so these are going to be some important matchups here in the next coming weeks to really separate playoff contenders from the rest of the pack here.
Oh yeah. So
everybody within a couple games.
So week 7 here. It may be time. I think Christian McCaffrey's back this week. So I can finally get my workhorse back. And
back.
So Mariota gets his Raiders back, which worries me. Because they all go off. So this is going to be a tough matchup for me. I just got to make sure that my guys actually want to go off this week instead of putting up these baby numbers. They're doing good. They're just not getting in the end zone, and that's really hurting my point. But Mariota Had a Little Lamb. Look for him to bring it this week. I don't know how confident I am in this matchup because it just takes a couple of his guys hitting home runs like bang bang, and it could be lights out. Or it could be vice versa. My guys hit some home runs, his don't. So what do you guys got?
Well, like you said, a lot of it depends on whether or not Christian McCaffrey is good to go this week. I
got to switch out Mozart.
Yeah, Ryan
going with you, Alex.
So he's probably going to have Derek Carr in, get some of those Raiders back. Who are the Raiders playing? Raiders are playing Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay's been playing good football. I think it's a good matchup for Tampa Bay, better than Las Vegas. So give me the hosts at Bose squeaking by, close victory this week, within 10 points here.
Let's hope.
I'm going to agree with George on that.
Same.
But I also have a few waivers. I also have a few waivers in the works, which I got some pretty good priority. So it looks like I'll probably get them to fix up a couple of these bye weeks. But Bears defense playing against the Rams.
Yep, it's gonna be a good game. I want to watch the real game, you know.
After next week, after last week, I need the Rams to bring that bring that over to Chicago. So, then my team could get some points. They both. I know Jesse said host.
I said host. Who are you taking?
I said host too. Host too. You know.
I said close
more
one.
Power players.
Okay. So Our next matchup, the Yaga Man taking on the 831 Mohammedan.
Ooh, matchup of the week.
Could very well
This
be.
is I feel like this is gonna be a pretty close one.
Yeah, this one's got high scoring and close written all over it.
Mm-hmm. Very, yes. Good luck. Good luck coming up, George.
Good luck, Conrad. Safe matchup.
Yes, yes. Hopefully all players stay healthy.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
definitely.
Keenan
No.
Allen questionable.
Yeah, I got some waivers in, looking to maybe add a little bit more stability. I got a lot of injuries that happened this week with Miles Sanders, Zach Ertz. Then you got
Yeah.
all questionables here, so I'm still working out the kinks. But if I get the players that I think I'm gonna get, it's gonna be a close matchup this week.
Yeah.
I think Yaga Man's gonna take a close one within 5 points.
Nice.
Gonna be nail biter till Monday or possibly Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect Aaron Rodgers to have 2 weeks like that in a row. I mean, how many
Especially
great
against
games? How many
Houston.
great games in a row before you're allowed to have a bad one? You know. So.
Well, and Houston just allowed 4 touchdowns to Ryan Tannehill. So
Yeah.
I expect Rodgers to have
Well,
some.
they're always in a shootout. That's the Texans' problem. They're always in a shootout. It doesn't matter how good their defense plays.
Can I see Jesse's team? Sorry to interrupt.
Yep. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Jesse on this one, based on how well that running backs running for the Chiefs, and I expect Mahomes to bounce back next week.
He doesn't have the Chiefs running back in, does he?
Oh, he put Kareem Hunt. Okay.
No, I have to update that roster.
But Chiefs just got a new piece in Le'Veon Bell, so who knows if it's going to become more of a split share or not.
No way.
Yeah,
Chiefs
I think
got
he's going to
Le'Veon
throw
Bell.
Robert Woods.
Well, Le'Veon Bell hasn't done anything in like 3 years, so
Yeah.
we'll see if
I'm
he
just
can
saying.
start
I
again.
didn't hear about that.
But at the same
it just
time,
happened this week.
At the same time, he like I said, he's going to have those giant holes to run behind that great offensive line over there in Kansas City. Everybody can run behind that line. So I think Le'Veon Bell's going to be just fine. But I don't know how you take out Halal Edwards, though, for Le'Veon Bell at this
I don't think
point.
he'll start.
That kid's a
I don't think he'll
monster.
start. He'll get a few
I'd roll with
carries.
him. So, I think give me 8-3-1 Marmadins in a close one. I think Mahomes is going to do a lot better this week, and Aaron Rodgers will do better. They're going to pretty much offset each other. But we'll have to see if the waivers work out in Yaga Man's favor. But I expect this one to probably be the matchup of the week. So,
Who you taking, Troop?
Can I see Jesse's squad real quick, please?
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, so I'm guessing.
But
no. Well,
he's
crap.
going to
I'm
throw
over here
Robert
tripping.
Woods back
Yeah, I can
in.
see him now.
I'm sure. But we also got to look at the bench because the players were on buys.
Woo!
It's
Yeah,
going to be a
that's
good
close.
one.
Yeah. Denver, Detroit. You know what? I think I'm going to take Jesse on this one and take the Marmadins because I feel like you guys you both got good players, but I feel like some of George's are playing some good defenses like Pittsburgh and New England, for Kittle, and I feel that Jesse has more leniency towards the people he's going against, like lesser defenses.
Exactly.
Look at that. You got Cleveland, Philly, New Orleans, Detroit, Denver,
So that means that Yaga Man's going to win by blowout because that's the same thing I saw. And I've been wrong this whole time.
I agree with you right now, Alex.
Yeah.
Blowout
So-
City. Yaga Man
Nice.
by 50. No, I'm joking.
So we got me and True went Marmaden slightly, and Yaga Man,
Then went Marmaden. Yaga Man went Yaga Man.
you
So
taking yourself?
I got the right answer. You guys will keep working on it. It'll come to you later. Don't worry.
You taking yourself, Jesse?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Taking Yaga Man.
You never know. You never know.
I actually
right.
took the opponent this year.
This year, I
Actually
just
picked against myself. So not this
we-
week though. I got myself winning.
So we have Big Mick Scott Lombardi taking on the Bravehearts coming off a rough week.
Rough week.
All
All good.
I think all good teams are allowed to have one bad week.
Most definitely.
So just got to make sure they bounce back.
All
Which
fun.
I think you have a great opportunity this week. Justin got people on bye, injuries.
Yeah, but throwing Julian Edelman back in will help. Garoppolo getting back in. Oh no, she got Deshaun
I
Watson.
think Adam Jones will have a better week.
Yeah, but I still see Bravehearts taking this one.
I got to switch in
little
my.
bit healthily.
Watch out for Kelvin Ridley. That dude is no stranger to putting up 30 points a week.
Yeah.
He's the home run hitter for her team.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Got to make my switches.
True's running backs, True's receivers.
I'm putting in
Gronk.
I just picked up Gronk like right before people started collecting because I was thinking more playoffs line. I think they're gonna use him more around playoffs. It's starting to show that his usage. So I'm gonna have him in there besides Higbee.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know. Higbee's been the number one tight end, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I just don't feel they're consistent enough with getting him his touchdowns. He had that 3 touchdown game, but as far as like them hitting him consistently for red zones, I feel like Gronk's gonna be more targeted.
Yeah,
he's
Brady.
finally getting comfortable because you got to think he was out for how long without a real freaking training camp, and now you just have to know game speed again. It's like, you need some time to get that rust off because he was always injured. He had a lot of it to shave off, and
you don't want to get him injured early either.
And with no O.J. Howard and the other tight end, so it's like, Gronk's gonna start getting a lot more looks. But is he going to be able to pull him down in the end zone is the question. So we all take in Bravehearts here?
Yep. I got Bravehearts winning by a decent margin, over 10 points.
I say 30-point win for Bravehearts. I think it's going to be a little closer, but still it's going to be one of those like, I just couldn't get enough. So, moving on to our last game of the week. Bang Bang Niner Gang taking on the new first place title holder. What in the hell?
What in the hell?
What the hell happened?
I'm nervous about my first mission.
Trying to hold on to that top spot, So
first week as the king. We'll see how he does.
Yes, sir.
Now against Bang Bang Niner Gang, he's been bringing it. He's got some home run hitters, but look at that bye week right there. That's a big one for Jeremy. Lamar Jackson on a bye.
Yep.
So he's got to play. When you got to take out the MVP, it's tough.
Yeah, but then he gets Alvin Kamara back, which is good.
Oh yeah, that's a 25 point consistent player right there. Robinson, Adams. Yeah, look for Jay Robinson to eat a little bit this week. Devontae Adams, expect them to return a little bit more back to form.
It's gonna be a nice little good one right here.
Yeah, this one's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be a
is.
good matchup.
Yeah.
I'm
Depending
torn.
on, I feel whoever Herm throws in as his backup QB has to bring it in order to win this matchup.
Exactly.
Cooper
So,
Cup against
Exactly.
Chicago? I don't think so. That's
uh,
gonna be that's gonna be a little closer to a 10-point game for Cooper Cup more than his 25. Because you on Kyle Fuller, I don't think so.
well, Kyle Fuller might not be on him the whole
And he
time.
might
They
be
like
on
to move
Robert
Cooper
Woods.
Cup into the slot, and yeah, then you got Woods to worry about.
But then you
so-
have Jalen Johnson playing at a very high level.
The
He's the one that's
rookie.
forcing all of these interceptions, man, and it's beautiful. He's popping them up in the air, getting his arm in. So yeah. So
Well, the Bears
you-
and Rams don't like to score points when they play each other, so know that.
yeah,
What was that?
It's
Mark
always a
Andrews on the
low-scoring
bye?
game.
yeah. Mark Andrews on the bye.
Ooh.
This one's tough. This one is tough, man. But I'm gonna have to go with the record on this one. I'm gonna go with what in the hell getting it done. No. Oh, damn, then you got buys over here too. So it's give me what in the hell. Give me what in the hell in the matchup of the week.
I'm
What do you
taking
guys
what
got?
in the hell in the second matchup of the week. It's not the matchup of the week, but it's the second best matchup of the week.
Oh yeah.
Me and Jesse, we got the matchup of the week, huh, Jess?
Yes, sir.
So
I'm gonna have to go with Bang Bang Niner Gang. I think
Yeah.
that
I know.
he might just creep up and get that win on that that surprise. If anything, I feel like that would be definitely one of the upsets.
Dude, I say
gotta say,
25, 25, and 25.
I
He
think
has
I'm gonna go
three
with
big
Bang Bang
players.
too. I'm gonna go with Bang Bang, y'all. Be right back.
Nice.
I feel like Jeremy's gonna win this matchup. I think his team is better. I think his team's more confident. Oh wait, they're both named Jeremy.
I was just about to say.
That was a
I
joke.
don't know which one.
So
Yo,
I'm
dumbass, ass and ass, asses.
You say Jeremy S. It's they're both the same initial.
Yeah, Jeremy S. All right, I'm going with what in the hell here, getting it done in a close one. I think within 10 points, maybe even within 5. So I feel this is going to be that close matchup of the week. So give me what in the hell here by like 7 points or something like that. Something real close.
7.4. I'll write that down just in case. All right. So that is our matchups for this week. Looks like it's going to depend on the league. Are people going to bring it this week, or is it going to be another
Who's going to stay
middle
healthy?
of the season kind of slump for these guys? So
yeah, and who's going to stay healthy? Who's going to be stuck in that offense where nothing's going right this week? We've seen it with like the Bills just putting up a stinker after being undefeated, and you see the Packers just throw up a stinker. So who's going to be that team this week that you're just like, how come nobody can play this week?
Mhm.
yeah, and it was a lot of upsets this week.
Yeah, it was not the best week for pick'ems, that's for sure.
I mean, we got most of them, but it was so.
Some surprises for sure.
But other than that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, listening, and we will see you next week for our next pick. Everybody, have yourselves a great day.
Yes, sir.
Bye.